Hello. Sorry I'm late. I just switched to a new computer and I thought I was ready to roll, and then it turned out I am not ready to roll. So forgive me while we just finish setting up. Um, while I do this, if anybody is watching us, if you can chat, if you can hear, hey, um, I was going to do this in Streamlabs, which gives me great monitoring capabilities, but I'm in Restream, so I can't hear myself. So I don't know how I sound. Oh, and it probably sounds great that the fan is pointed straight at the microphone. I'll only have the fan on for a few minutes, I promise. I just am a bit flustered, bit sweaty. But that's okay. We're going to do this. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to sing. No, I don't want to upgrade now. Thank you. Okay. I forgot to put on a necklace. Oops. Random keys. Mutter. Okay. My levels look okay. Okay-ish. Ba. Yeah, okay. Okay. Camera looks cute. Love this dress, right? So cute. All right. We're just setting up the crochet cam now. Okay, good. Oh, my dress and my microphone are almost the exact same color. How cool is that? All right. We're going to turn off the fan now because y'all don't want to listen to that. Don't mirror the camera. Add camera. Why do you have flicker? Hang on. It's open. Preferences. Advanced. Oh, it's this light. Okay. Hey, Google, turn off the light. Apparently, the light that I was hoping to be able to use to illuminate my stuff is the wrong frequency, and so it makes a flicker, and that's gross. Okay, now we're just gonna see. Okay, that's bright enough. Let's move you around a bit. All right, put my iPad away. I'm not going to turn off notifications, but I'll turn them down. Only because a bunch of my family is not here at the moment. And I do want to be able to hear if they give me a holler. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Don't worry, we will put on better music than my singing, I promise. Ooh. Sorry, just getting this camera set up. Oh, you can kind of see it. It's right there. It's like a document camera. I don't have pretty nails today because I slept in and my in-house nail tech didn't have time to fancy me up, but that's okay. Okay. I'm gonna move that bit. I hope you can still hear me. Am I too far away? You can see my mouth. That's good. Let's get the craft can on. Yeah. And no. I quite like that one. Okay, hopefully that's not too close. I may have to rethink the positioning of this camera. If I can get it a bit higher, we can see more. Cute dress. Don't mind any mess behind me. It's been a chaotic morning. And for the time being, I'm going to take the chat overlay off the screen because nobody's watching. Okay. Let's get this. Should be down below. I'm actually going to move this. Move it to this side. And audio. Yep. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, I'm topping it a little bit. Oops. Oh, because this is maxed. Okay, let's put the gain about halfway. Okay. Let's say I like the ease of use of Restream, but I'm not. I have the free edition, so it's not like I really have a right to complain about this, but yeah. So let's listen to Feeling Down Tempo today. Can you hear me? Right, remember when I said most of my family is out? The only other person here was in the bathroom, so I had to go get it. Okay. I ran up and down the stairs. Okay, so these are getting quite big for the screen, but as I mentioned on my last stream, I was going to finish these up. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I did change the colors up a bit. You can see this one has red twice, this one has the pink twice. It's actually really hard to tell the difference, so I think my plan of using, so the front is 2 pieces and the back is 3. So I've made 3 red. I'm going to use 2 red for the front and 1 at the top of the back, and then the 2 pink at the back. Hey, oops, sorry, I hate it when people knock their mic. I'm really trying hard not to make undesirable. Not doing great at that. Okay. So we're gonna work in the main color for all of today, I'm sure. All right. Reminder that we are doing the Woodstock crop top from Hobby. It's a free download. The link is in the description below. Remember where my camera is now. It's moved. Okay, so because I make size small, I only needed to do up to round 7, which is in the main color. If I was moving to large sizes, still in the main color, I would do more and more rows. It looks like when you go to the large, we bring in some of the complementary colors. But essentially, you just want to make hexagons until they're big enough to cover sort of that part of your, if you're making it for yourself or whoever you're making it. Oh, I'll have to get another light. But it's okay. It's decently bright out today, and that light is still useful for my own stuff. But it's like an old halogen halogen desk light, and apparently, yeah, it works at a different frequency than most everything else. Awesome, right? Okay. So, note to self, we will probably raise camera up for the next one. I'm actually curious if I can't get it. I guess. Oh, it doesn't. It is literally as high as it'll go. Ooh, am I going to make you motion sick? Okay. Just making sure I still have it in the right direction. Okay. I'm going to mute myself for a bit, and we're just going to listen to this gorgeous stuff while I turn my back on for a little while because it's muggy and hot. In case you're wondering what I just snipped, I had just tied all of them together with a piece of yarn. I've woven in all my ends as well. I realized I didn't do that on camera, but if you look on YouTube, there's lots of tutorials on how to weave ends in. And the best thing to do is to put on a TV show and a pair of glasses and just do it till you're done. Okay, so for joining other, we're doing a pretty simple slip stitch join. So we're going to start at, so we're going to lay them out with wrong sides up, and we're going to start at this bottom corner here and just slip stitch all the way up. And then when we're done, we go sort of across the top here to get the third one on. Okay, so that's just what I'm going to do now. Please hold. I put the arm on backwards, and so that's why it won't bend over more. So I'm going to see if I can get more height if I put my camera in properly. So please hold. I turned off the camera because otherwise I would make y'all dizzy. And no one needs that on a Saturday morning. Also, I'd probably end up doxing myself somehow. Right, and turn you like this. There, that's better. User error. Oh, and we're going to be here for about an hour. I might take it till 2 to British summertime. Just to try and get some more of this on camera. I will be turning all of this live stuff into an edited video with the help of my 18-year-old because I'm not there yet. So hopefully that will be more interesting and popular than this has been, but that's okay. I'm just getting used to being on camera and listening to the sound of my own voice and finding my jam, finding my flow. And it's really fun. Plus, I'm gonna have a top made. All right, we're gonna meet again for a bit just so I can get the fan back on for a little while. Oops. But I'll be back. gonna apologize now. It sounds like some of my neighbors are doing yard work today, which it's a Saturday. It's midday. Go for it. But in case you hear it, it's not me forgetting to turn off my fan before I talk. It is someone using hedge clippers outside, I believe. So that's what that is. And yes, you can also hear my notifications. Sorry. Apparently, I just had connection issues on one of my streams, and there we go. Connection issues on one of my streams. Apologies for the 0 of you watching. But Restream seems to have figured it out. Also, you may notice I'm not wearing makeup today. I often don't wear makeup, but I'm having a bit of a bad face day today. No makeup probably for the foreseeable future until this eczema on my face clears up, because I'm allergic to everything. I guess not everything. Dust, mostly. I'm also changing the music because, is it just me, or did it just sound like the same music over and over again? Maybe it's just me, but I was sick of it. So by doing the right sides together, wrong side up when we laid this out, so our slip stitch, can you hear the dogs barking? Anyways, by doing the slip stitch on the wrong side, on the right side we get this really kind of neat looking join. Slip stitch join isn't my absolute favorite way to join things together, but it is really quick, it's secure, it looks all right. I mean, it's not my favorite, but it looks okay. And it's quick. You might have noticed at the corner here, I slip stitched into the same corner twice, because I did it once into the one on the left and once to the one on the right, or right then left. That's just so this corner is nice and tight, no gaping, and also my stitch counts all match up. If I'd gone into a stitch in that corner, my stitch count would be off by 1. You know what I'm saying. So anyways, that is the back center part done. Let's see if I can raise you up a bit so you can see the whole thing. Yeah. And so I've got pink, 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 red, and it looks nice. I'm super not complaining. The next step is to do the same thing on the front. So that's what we're going to do next. And then we'll reconvene. We'll meet back here when we're done. I'm currently a little bit worried that my husband and youngest child are going to come home with a 4-foot lizard. That's just how things roll around here. So keep your fingers crossed that my husband keeps his mettle and keeps saying no, and they just come back with the plumbing parts that they went out for. So something I was just thinking about with slip stitching things together, it's really easy to tighten your slip stitches, and in cases like this you don't want to. You want them to stay fairly loose so that when you lay it out flat, the stitches can then lay flat together. Otherwise they sort of get squished on top of each other and you get a weird lump. You don't want weeps. If you're having trouble with your stitches being too tight, one trick is to go up a size in your hook, or to whatever size you need to make your slip stitches as loose as you want them to be. So never be afraid to change hooks if the one you're currently using isn't working for you. It's fine. It's all fine. All right, that was it. Wholly unrelated. Just a weird bit of trivia. A friend of mine from high school's dad was quoted extensively in a Mooncat video that I was watching last night while I was falling asleep, and I was just like, wait, what? So I messaged them to find out, to double check that. I was pretty sure it was their dad, but I was just double checking, and yeah, totally. So it's weird when your worlds collide like that. Definitely. Yeah, that's all. Okay, so it seems that we're totally clear. For joining the back, which you can't read, obviously. But let's see. No, maybe if I go bigger. There we go. Essentially, we're going to do the same thing that we did to attach the front and back pieces together, to attach the front and the back together. So wrong sides out again. We're going to I'm going to take my front and my back and make sure you've sort of got up. And so right sides together, wrong sides out. Comes up. And right. This is my wrong side of the back. My right side of the front. Wrong side of the front. I hope that makes sense. I hope that tracks. And then we're going to do the same thing on the sides, there and there. Make sure you don't accidentally do these ends. You definitely want to make sure you've got, say, your bottom lined up with each other, and you're just doing this side and this side. Otherwise, you'll get a really weird shape, and you don't want weird shapes where your boobs are concerned. Now, if you're doing this for yourself, this is where I would suggest you clip it all together with stitch markers or safety pins or just a really quick whip stitch, and make sure it fits, because if it doesn't and you need to add a little bit of width, this would be a good place to do it. You could add another row just on each side, or you could go around the entire thing with a row, just doing this same repeat. 2 in the corner, and then 3 double crochet clusters in each gap. But just eyeballing it, this does look like it's the right size for the person I'm making it for, and I will not be making them try it on. At this point, I'm not sure it's a surprise since I've been live streaming this whole process and talking about it, but I kind of want to keep it a bit of a surprise, if that makes sense. Yeah. So you definitely want to be careful when you're doing this. Oh, it's probably too bright for you to see what I was just struggling with anyways. You want to make sure you're going through those 2 loops of the chain of your stitch, and then the same on the other side, and it's really easy to accidentally touch the wrong part of the stitch. You don't want these back loops here. You don't want to accidentally catch these two here. You definitely want it to be underneath that very top of each double crochet. You want to make sure you're doing that consistently, otherwise when you open it up it will look like you'll see the spots. I mean, let's be real, you might be the only person who notices. If you do it too often, it just looks messy, and you want a really neat join. That's part of why I'm not the biggest fan of the slip stitch join, because it's easy for it to look rough. So, long story, we got a bidet from Amazon US. And as you might or might not know, I live in the UK. So the connector to connect it to the water source is imperial, and we need metric. And my poor dear husband and child have been around town the last 2 days trying to track down this connector piece. they can get it online, but they're worried that ordering it online, they might make a mistake. They want to talk to experts about it. So, yeah, apparently even B&Q, which is like the equivalent of Home Depot, didn't have it. So we may or may not have squeaky clean assholes in the next week or not. We'll see. Apparently, they had a delicious lunch of blackberries. Bring this back down to 100. See what happens. I'm definitely very to rewatch this stream after it's over because new setup. Sorry, I keep looking at the screen because I'm seeing if my sound is peeking out anymore. It doesn't seem to be, but I have no idea what I'm doing. None. Yeah, so this is a learning experience for all of us. All right, mic off. I'm going to join these together now. All right, so that wasn't so tough. For the next step, we're going to start the shoulder straps, which is the next listed step. And I haven't read this yet, so we're going to figure it out together. Don't really need that in the shot, but okay. So connect yarn to the top of the front pentagon. So one of these. So that the back, of course, is the one with this big one at the top. The front is just the two together, and they kind of do this cute V-neck thing. So okay, so what it's telling us we need to do, crochet, single crochet in the double crochet before the chain one space, single crochet in this chain one space, single crochet in the next double crochet. Okay. So if we look at our cluster here, it's 3, chain one space, 3, right? So the one before the chain one space would be this one here. We're just going to do, starting with a standing single crochet. You could do a slip stitch onto it and then do a single crochet, and then a single crochet and a single crochet in the one after the chain one space. All right, that was easy enough. Let's go to step 2. Oh, easy. Okay, so we're just going back and forth over those 3 for as many rows as it takes, essentially, until the strap is the length you want it to be. So for the size small, which is the one I'm making, it's 23. It recommends that you try the top on before you connect the strap to the back part with slip stitches, and then the second strap is constructed exactly the same way. We got this. Easy peasy. Okay, so before you turn, you do want to chain 1. They don't say that in the instructions because they assume you know that, but not everybody knows stuff like that. And then we just go back. This is going to be a really simple single crochet band. And hello to my 2 viewers. I love you. I appreciate you. Feel free to say hi in the chat or just lurk. No pressure. I will say that if I was making this for a larger size, for my size, I would want a strap wider than this. So based on how they've instructed us to construct it, I would go probably just out further, probably 3 single crochet, 1 in the middle, 3 single crochet, so 7 back and forth. And that's just for, not just for security, but also to cover up bra straps, because for people with bigger might want to wear a bra under this. our bra straps just tend to be wider. Although the one I'm wearing well, actually that's a great example. So those 3 would barely cover it. And this is one of my narrower strapped brassieres. Excuse me while I get untangled. All right. But also, the person wearing it may not decide they don't need a bra underneath it, and that is okay too. In which case, these straps are probably fine. Also, I'm finding turning it back and forth a bit of a pain in the butt, but it would probably be easier if I was sitting on the couch or in a chair and not at my desk. I don't know why, but my Chihuahua barking at anybody who goes by up front is one of the funniest noises. I mean, it kind of fills me with joy because when we got her, she was now she's very bold, but also it's such a tiny little bark and she is emphatic. Anyways. So I know the music on this kind of sucks. I'm limited by what Restream has available for free. However, when my Streamlabs set back up, things will be so much better. They have a great music selection, and it's not as mind-numbingly repetitive as what Restream gives me access to. So tune in again next week for better music and a nicer layout too, I hope. Anyways, we're going to go for about 15 more minutes and then I have to log off because I have like a bajillion things I have to do this weekend. I'd rather just sit here listening to music and crocheting. Believe me. Sorry, I'm just trying to find something that isn't terrible to listen to. It's only 15 minutes. Not gonna lie, I kind of hate how messy this looks. I know blocking's going to help it some, but I'm not. Say if I was making this again, if I make this again, I probably will make this again. I probably will make one my size as well. When I make this again, I might do something different with the straps. I still might do edging along here to sort of neaten it up. I'm not, I don't love it. It was, it's an intermediate pattern, so I would expect something a little bit more advanced than a single crochet strap, but it was a free pattern, so I'm definitely trying not to complain. Trying. Anyways, I will keep going. I'm about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's 3 more rows, and then we should be ready to connect it to the back. I guess it doesn't. Here, I'm gonna hold it up for the regular camera. I mean, it's not hideous. It's just, I don't know, a little amateurish, I guess. But I know the recipient is going to enjoy it, though. And maybe I'm just being a little too up in my head about it all. Dogs are barking again. I don't know if you can hear them. So I've been thinking about doing a punch needle stream, because I think, I don't know, there's something quite ASMR-ish about punch needling, but also it's a bit slow and boring. I mean, maybe it's not. I don't know. I really enjoy doing punch needle. This, it says, say I'm, it sounds gay, I'm in. This was a super fun project, and I recorded parts of it. It's only really the second, it's technically the 4th punch needle project I did, because I did 2 kits before branching some of my own designs. But it's really a learning process for sure. But it does make satisfying, like, popping sounds. So yeah, I don't know, maybe that'll come too. I think if I'm gonna do that, I definitely need the camera to be higher up. So hopefully by the next time I've got an even better camera setup for my desk cam. Yeah, I'm making it up as I go. There's no shame in that. Okay, so 2 more rows, 3 more minutes, and then I'm going to log off and tend to my other responsibilities. I'm sewing I'm altering and sewing from scratch 2 Hawaiian shirts out of old bed sheets for a friend of mine in exchange for some photography work, because he is a excellent. And I'm also pattern testing a pattern for sort of a one-piece apron style dress, sort of that vintage style that goes over and then ties at the back and then ties at the front. I'm really excited about that. But also I have till the 16th to finish that one, so I have about 11 days. But I don't have a ton of working time in that time. I also need to press some more buttons because I am doing a pop-up craft fair at the end of the month, and that should also be really fun. I just finally secured a table for that from a friend, so I don't have to purchase one yet. Yeah. So, sharing economy. I love it. And yeah, that's it. Okay. I confused myself here. Okay. I got all excited about other crafts. So yeah, I guess let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in a punch needle stream. I am completely self-taught and admittedly expert, but I do enjoy the craft, and I think I've learned quite a bit about it since I started doing it probably about 6 months ago. I'd have to look back at my Instagram and figure out when I pulled out those two. But it seems like a good way to use up scraps of yarn or smaller bits of yarn, especially to do smaller projects. Oh my god, I also have everything to make some stitch markers. UV resin. I've been wanting to try UV resin. So I've had a kit for quite a while, and I bought those earrings that are like a latch hook and then the other part comes up and covers them, because I had a set that I'd been using for amigurumi crochet, because the big crochet markers they're just a bit too chonky. I usually use, I'll show you these, which are like a safety pin. That's ball, and I'm sure there's a proper fucking name for those, but generally pretty, but they don't have and so I want to make something with charms on it, and I think any charms on it would just fall off. So that's yet another project that I have in my back pocket, on the back burner, however you want to put it. And I have one more assignment due for university, but I have another month for that one. I'm writing about compassion, actually. So Buddhism and philosophy coming together, and yeah, so I have a lot of reading I need to do for that, but I'm really excited about as well. And normal life stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna log off for now. I'm going to finish the other strap this week and attach them, and I might get recipient to try it on. And then the next step is to do the bottom part, which is here. It sort of looks, well, it's the same thing. It's just more granny clusters of 3 double crochet. The person I'm making it for is a huge fan of crop tops, so I don't think I will be making it quite this deep. I think I will probably end up making it only 4 or 5 rows. And yeah. Oh, okay. For the straps, sorry, I was complaining about the straps. For the straps, it does look like we do a bunch of rows of trim around the whole thing. So that'll be good. That looks a lot neater than what I'd been looking at. So anyways, that's it. That's all. Have a fabulous day. Remember to drink your water, take your meds, rest if you need it, go outside, get some fresh air if you can, or open a window. And take care of yourself because I love you. Bye.